Well, hey there, you guys. Hey, hey, hey. Can you guys hear me? Hey there. Hey, Sue. Hey, JMJs. Thank you guys for joining. Oh, I have my phone on. Let me turn this down. Sorry. How are you guys on this beautiful Monday afternoon? How is everyone doing? How's your weekend? What did you guys do this weekend? I know what Sue did. I know what JMJs did as well. Sue, I enjoyed your live yoga videos. They are they're amazing. I've been trying to I guess kind of shake up my workouts a little bit, and I'm more of a high intensity type of person. Did plenty of needed gardening. Hey, that's good. That works actually. I wish I had a garden. I wish I was able to actually live in a condo, and I don't really have any real outdoor space to do any kind of gardening or anything like that. But I have a couple of plants inside, and I don't have a green thumb, but gardening is a good way to stay healthy and fit and just keep moving. Y'all know, or maybe if you don't know what my slogan is, it's get your ass up and move. That is my slogan. So just move. It doesn't matter what you do. But for JMJs and Sue, what did you guys do? If you want to share with us what you did this weekend. But as I was saying regarding Sue and bending and stretching and yoga, I have been trying to shake up my workouts a little bit. I'm more of a high intensity type of chick. I love sprints. I love jumping rope. I love running, jumping type of exercises. Anything that I can do that I can that I don't have to be doing for a long period of time, and I know that it's going to be I'm going to have results for it, or it's going to be an effective type of workout. So that's why I love high intensity. We can talk about that, my opinion, and I guess some science-based evidence on high intensity type of workout. But I've been trying to shake it up a little bit, and I've been watching Sue. For those of you, if you guys are here, say hi, so I can know that you're here. Talking to us, or listening, or if you want to be a part of the conversation. I've been watching Sue and yoga that she has been doing, and I've been trying. Hey KG, how are you? I've been trying to do a. What did you do this weekend? I've been trying to do, shake it up a little bit with my workouts and just kind of take it down a notch. So Sue's channel, she's been doing her live videos with the yoga and the stretching. And let me just adjust this a little bit. And I've been just kind of following her, and it's just amazing. You guys, I know a lot of guys probably don't really like yoga, but I've gotten into it lately, and it's pretty intense stuff. It's some pretty good stuff. A good friend of mine bought me a yoga wheel. I guess it was for my birthday, maybe a year ago or so. And I actually really like it. I've been exploring with it. Sue, I don't know if you use the yoga wheel and what's your opinion on it, but it's pretty intense stuff. You get your core engaged and your entire body engaged, or whatever, with the yoga wheel. And I'll show it to you guys in a little bit. So that's what I've been doing, trying to shake up my workout a little bit. And I move a lot at work, so I'm moving constantly. As a hotel manager, sitting in the office it's required, but we do very little of this, a small percent of what we do. So there are weekends at work when I'm doing 20,000 steps just that work alone. So that's how my weekend was, switching up my workout a little bit, did a little bit of yoga, worked a lot, whatever. It's always my weekend. But today I want to talk about how to stay, or how to find motivation to lose weight, it doesn't matter how healthy you are. It doesn't matter how skinny you are. It doesn't matter how fit or in shape you are. All of us, if you will admit, if you guys will just by show of a hand or say I or something, has struggled with just weight, or struggle with staying fit or looking for some motivation to stay fit or stay in shape, right? And one will look at me and say, "Oh, you're slim, and you're always slim or whatever." Ever since I've been slim, ever since, well, I've always been slim, but that doesn't mean I'm at my ideal weight, right? As someone who I know, right? As someone who is, into nutrition and health and overall fitness, like, there are times when I know my weight is not what it should be. Not that I really stress about it or I have an issue with my weight or anything like that. But, someone who is in the field know that this is the range for your height, for your weight, for your age, that your weight should be, and you kind of have that idea in your head. And not telling you that this is what you should do, but because of that, like, I have a goal in my head, just really based on my height, what I think that weight should be. And sometimes I kind of, veer over that a little bit. That doesn't mean I'm overweight. That just means I've set a goal for myself, a range where I say, what, this is the ideal weight for me. And, I think most people kind of have that idea in their head. And because of that, sometimes we may find ourselves struggling to, lose it, to get back into that range or whatever it is. And there could be just any reason. There could be any reason at all where we get out of that range that we have. Some people struggle with, obesity. They're I guess the CDC's guideline for body mass index, and that number ranges from really technically 18 up to, I don't know, 40 or over. 18 or lower, 40 and higher. So if your body mass index is below 18, then you're considered underweight. And you can, Google body mass index and how to calculate. It's a simple calculation. If you're below 18, then your body mass index, you're underweight, right? And that's a lot of people, fall on that underweight. But if you're between 18 and 25, that's kind of the range that you need to be for your age, for your height. You need to be between 18 and 25. Anything over 30, that's when they're considering that, you are obese, or, and then there's class 2 obesity, anything over 30 or 35, overweight, and then 30 and 35. But popped in. Hey, Adrian and Nico, thank you guys for popping in as always. Totally appreciate it. You guys rock. Thank you so much. So I am working, we'll be here for full. Perfect. Awesome. So we're talking about how to find motivation. And for any of you guys who are looking for workout motivation, Adrian and Nico, those two guys, they are beasts. Like, and they do, hey, Giros, thank you for joining. Gerald, those Adrian and Nico, those guys, and they do exercises that we all can do, right? Sometimes they do a little of the, stuff that personal trainers do, and you look at it like, wow. But, the workouts that they do, they're very detailed in how they, explain the workouts that they do. They're very engaging and have conversations, and they have live videos like I am right now. So, you guys who are into fitness, Sue and Gerald, you guys probably already follow Adrian and Nico. You guys follow each other. That's awesome. And then Gerald, thank you for joining. Gerald is the nurse from Uganda, and want to know anything about the kidney and kidney disease? Gerald works with patients who have kidney disease and does dialysis. So, which being obese and having being obese is a risk factor for diabetes. So as we talk about obesity and having that, body mass BMI of anything like over 30 and 35, you're getting into that category of, being overweight and being obese. And once you're in that category, and you don't make the lifestyle changes to kind of get you into that 18 to 25, then you find that you're going to start having issues like diabetes, right? And diabetes is a risk factor of kidney disease. And some of you know people personally. I know someone personally, and some of you know people personally who have issues, with kidney disease. And it's in most cases, and Gerald will attest to this, in most cases, it's totally preventable. The food that we eat, our lifestyle that we have, not resting enough, and stress, and all these things, kind of contribute to kidney disease. So how do we find motivation, right? There's just so much going on. There is so much information all over the place. Sometimes we don't know what to believe because there's just so much information. Some of this information is totally contradicting of each other. And, there's some science evidence to show this and science evidence to show that. But I think most of us as adults have common sense. If you see something online or on YouTube or on Facebook or wherever, and it looks too good to be true, then it may be too good to be true, you guys. If you have someone who you follow on social media or, wherever, and it's just always great, they're trying to inspire you and motivate you or whatever to lose weight and to stay in shape, and everything that they post just looks so perfect. They've never had any struggles. Everything that they post is just amazing, right? Some of the things that you or even I can't do, and you're like, dang, this person just seems like they're perfect, like they get it up. You might want to question that, and I'm not, just my advice, because none of us, every single one of us, have had some point in our life when you think, oh, you know what, probably could lose a little bit of weight, or you know what, I'm falling off on my workout, or life threw me a curveball, I haven't been exercising as much, my body mass index is a little, my bicep is a little not as toned as I would like it to be. I don't care who you are. And all, the fitness people who are on here can probably attest to that. At some point in your life is going to throw you a curveball where you're going to need some kind of inspiration. But I think we just need to be careful. And I think a lot of us know the type of people that we need to follow when we start following these people. Like for me, I focus on nutrition. That is my thing. And as we talk about, weight loss and weight gain happen in the kitchen. Gerald and I had this conversation, right? Weight loss and weight gain does not necessarily happen in the gym, right? Like, you can't outrun a bad diet. This is something that, you will hear fitness people talk about all the time. And, if you have a personal trainer, which a lot of personal trainers aren't really certified to talk about nutrition, and that's okay. But most personal trainer can kind of give you some kind of guideline on nutrition. And if they can't, they're just focusing on working and kicking your butt in the gym and no pain, no gain or whatever. That's good to have all of that. But personal trainers and people who are into fitness and people who are into nutrition need to understand as well, nutrition is where you're going to lose the weight. The kitchen is where you're going to lose the weight, not the gym. Particularly. And I always say, if I had to choose one between fitness or exercising and nutrition, it's going to be nutrition, right? Because number one, there's so many nutrients and so many vitamins and minerals and, that you're missing out on if you don't eat properly. If you don't go to the gym and do organized exercise, you're moving around, right? You're staying active. I know people who have an active, lifestyle, and they're moving and they may not do any kind of organized training, not saying that's ideal. We need to exercise. But I'm just saying, if I had to choose between nutrition and fitness, it's going to be nutrition, right? Because you can't have a really bad diet and go to the gym and expect to be healthy, right? You may look toned, you may look nice on your appearance on the outside, but there is no one who have overall health and fitness who does not have a decent diet. And those are the people that you need to try to find motivation and inspiration from, right? Not someone who's sitting and saying, "Kill, you're in the gym, no pain, no gain, get your ass up and move all day, every day." And you never hear them say anything about the way that you should eat. Because this physique does not necessarily mean you're underweight. Because when we talk about BMI, there is body fat percent as well. And again, you don't want your body fat percent to be too low, because that can be, pretty dangerous. But your body fat percent, again, over 30, 35, you're falling into that category, where you are at risk for diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, and so forth. So, and in most cases, that body fat percent comes from the things that we put in our mouth. A sedentary lifestyle, of course, but its majority is what we put into our mouth. I have never, hi there, you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. Thank you all so much. So Too Fat, Too Furious, that they're on their weight loss journey. So, you guys to join in on, this conversation. We're having how to find motivation to lose weight, stay in shape, and so forth. So, as we have this conversation, if there's any one thing you can get out of it, just be careful. Be careful who you decide to choose. And again, myself, I'm not perfect. I'm going to say something that may not be correct. And if I do, and somebody call me out, I'm woman enough to say, "Oh shit, you're right. I did make a mistake." But, I try to do my research when I come online to have these conversations with you guys, when I do my podcast, if I'm interviewing someone, if someone is interviewing me, and, just to try to have the right information for people, right? So if you're looking at someone who's motivating you and you never hear them say anything about how you should eat, and all their focus on is killing you in the gym, then you can stick with that person, you follow them, but you need to follow someone as well, or you need to try to get motivation as well from someone who is going to encourage you to eat properly, right? It's all, again, you guys, weight loss happened in the kitchen. Weight gain happened in the kitchen. And it happens over a period of time. It's not just, overnight. Like if you gain weight or whatever, especially if you fall into that overweight or obese, category, we all know it. A lot of us have been there. That, for me, if I gain an extra 10 pounds, I know it's something that I'm not doing in the kitchen. It's something on my plate, right? And I've had, stages where me personally, I fluctuate with 5 pounds. I mean, I can wake up in the morning and I'm one weight, and by the end of the day, I'm 5 pounds heavier. And when I get up the next morning, I'm 4 pounds heavy. My body just does that. And a lot of it is water weight, right? That's what it is. I drink a lot of water, a whole crap load of water. And my body, all of us, we have that water weight or whatever. So don't stress about 5 pounds, you guys. Your body is made up of mainly water. The foods that you eat, if you're eating the right fruits, the fruits and vegetables that you eat, is made up mainly. Hey, Jessica, how are you, honey buns? I've done my run already. And your body's made up of water, and the foods that you should be eating is made up of water. So you're gonna fluctuate 5 pounds. I wouldn't stress 5 pounds, you guys. If you wake up one day and you're 5 pounds heavier, it's just something just don't stress it, right? Now, hey, Scott, thank you so much for joining. Don't stress 5 pounds. I just don't think it's that big of a deal. Now, if you find 5 and then 6 and then, you start moving in that direction, yeah, then you may want to take a look at what it is that you're doing. But I think focus on the scale too much, especially people who are, trying to lose weight. Just try not to focus on, I agree, we gain weight a little by little over a long time, and most of us expect to lose it after a month of eating better. Exactly, too fat, too fair. I mean, it just does not happen like that. And as you see people on their weight loss journey, again, you need to be careful of these people. Oh, I lost 10 pounds. Even 10 pounds in 30 days, that's a little excessive. Oh, I lost 50 pounds in 2 months. Really? Like, what are you doing to lose that amount of weight in such short period of time when you didn't gain that weight in such short period of time? It's over most of us, over half of our life or over our lifetime that we end up. You don't just wake up one day and you're or obese. I mean, I hate the term fat, but you don't wake up one day and you're obese. I agree with you. It took me 9 years to do this. Took me 9 years to do this stuff. Exactly. Right. So, as we start following these people and we're seeing these people doing all this fitness stuff and, oh my God, all this quick weight loss, you want to be careful of those people that you're getting that inspiration from. You want to be careful of someone who call themselves a fitness nutrition or fitness specialist or whatever, and they never talk about, what you eat. They never show, the struggles that they have and that they're going through, and everything always seems so peachy. None of us. I have been an athlete my whole life, and it's never been just, oh my God, my weight is perfect. All these workouts that I'm doing are so great. I don't make mistakes. I struggle. I mean, Jessica can attest to it. Jessica posted last week, oh, she hadn't ran in a while. And I consider myself a runner. That's, how I escape from my head. And like, oh my gosh, shit, I hadn't ran in a while either, Jessica. Let's go run once a week, right? And one would think, Jessica's not a personal trainer. She's not, a fitness professional. She's just trying to live a happy, healthy life. And that's where my motivation came from, right? So, I mean, I can totally relate to people who can say, dang, man, I haven't done this in a while. I have had a week where I haven't done any exercise at all. And I will come on here and say this might, or mainly on Instagram, and say, dang, I haven't exercised in a week. I haven't ran in 2 weeks, or my run is slow. When I go out and I run, I'm running 11-minute miles, you guys, and sometimes even slower. And even though I'm a sprinter, but still, I've been running for a while now. I'm not trying to, break anybody's record or anything like that. We are on the slow and steady path, trying to make a lifestyle change and be able to keep up with life. It's hard to get rid of all the old nasty habits. Yes. And that is true. That is very, very true. And again, don't beat up yourself. Don't beat up yourself. And for Too Fat, Too Fierce, I know you guys are on this journey. And, I see your videos sometimes when you come out and you will say stuff like, this week, I think last week you guys had a challenge and you were, you didn't, something happened in your life and you weren't able to kind of like follow through with that challenge. That's okay. The fact is that you tried. You make an effort to do it. And if you're supposed to do it for 30 days and you did it for 10, you did it for 10 days, you guys. Shake it off, get your ass up and move and get right back into it, right? The struggle is real for all of us. There's no one in their life, period, who can say, I have never had any issue with just staying fit, losing weight, staying in shape. All three, or at least one of those three, right? We have all been there, you guys. It's just a fact. Like, for me, it's the running. Because being a sprinter, converting to long distance running, I'm going to spend the rest of my life trying to do that because I'm not built that way. Half of my life, I've been trained to be a sprinter. So I have to train myself how to be a sprinter. So there's sometimes a week will go by and I haven't ran. Right. But I'll do some kind of high intensity workout and I have to tell myself, girl, get your ass up and move and go run. Right. Or there will be times when I'm like, oh, my God, even though I'm a smoothie queen is what I call myself. And I love drinking my smoothies. And that's how I get my fresh fruits and vegetables and nuts in. There's sometimes a couple of days will go by and I just haven't made a smoothie because it's so busy at work or whatever. What am I going to do? Like, oh, my God, I haven't had a smoothie in 5 days. I'm so horrible. No, I mean, just get up and get right back into it and keep going. You're going to spend the rest of your life, that's how it's slow and steady. Exactly. You're going to spend the rest of your life taking care of the rest of your life. If that makes sense. You can't expect to have one quick fix. Oh, I lost some weight and it be over. It's a lifestyle. When we say lifestyle, I know some people sometimes don't understand that terminology and what it really means. It means it's something you can do for the rest of your life. And that's why I'm just not really big on diets, like, these fad diets. And people talk about keto. I'll use keto as an example. I'm just not really a big fan of those because keto is not sustainable, right? I don't think keto is something that, if done properly, and you say, oh, I'm doing keto for 3 months, you knock some weight off, and then you find a healthy, way to continue to maintain that weight loss, then it's great. But keto is not something to do for your rest of your life. It's not sustainable. I just don't think, well, there's science evidence out there to prove it, that eating fats, and foods that are high in cholesterol, and these meats and all this stuff, and bacon and cream cheese and dairy products, you'll get high cholesterol. Like, you can't just do that for the rest of your life and it be sustainable, right? You will have issues with doing it. The most I say do something like that is probably 6 months. But you have to have a game plan of what you're going to do to continue to sustain that weight loss if you continue to do that. So, find a workout regimen that, something that you can do that is sustainable. Instead of goal, right? And say, you know what, I'm going to work out 3 days a week. And if it's 3 days a week, that's okay. The American Heart Association recommends that we work out at least 30 days, most days of the week. Right. And I think it's like 150 minutes a week to work out. Right. And I think that's attainable. Someone said, they were doing gardening all weekend. That's fine. If you wear one of these wearables, you'll be surprised how many calories you work when you use when you do gardening, right? We need to, those are like functional types of exercise, right? And when I work out, I'm not gardening, I'm doing like, a organized workout. I try to do functional types of exercises, things that's going to, and by functional, I mean things that are really going to help me with my life. Like, I stepped into a building the other day, I think it might have been work, and the floor was kind of slippery and I almost slipped, I slipped. And, I think my core, just having a good, stable core, just kind of held me or prevented me from falling down to the ground. I want to do something that I can keep up with for the rest of our lives and not pick up double the weight if we stop been there, done that, got that fat tip. Right. Yeah. So find the functional types of exercises, right? Things that that are going to help you, and that you can sustain with. So, again, me slipping and almost falling, because I do a lot of core exercises, it's a functional exercise. Stuff that's going to help you, if you're out in the wilderness or something and, I don't know, you're stuck for a couple of days, whatever shit, I don't know. But I'm just saying, that sometimes we do this just like outlandish types of stuff, or we go on these, crazy types of diets, and you can't sustain it, you guys. There is, and then you get discouraged, right? And it's okay to do these challenges, because I do challenges on Instagram mainly, all the time, right? And I think that's fine for you to, do these challenges, the nutrition challenges or whatever. But once you're done with that, you better have something else that's going to help you to sustain that weight loss, right? Find another challenge or something like that to do. Don't just do a 30-day cleanse, which, again, I don't even know. Like, when someone said they're cleansing, I'm not sure what it is that you're cleansing. As someone who's into nutrition and studying nutrition, like, there's no one drink you can drink that's going to cleanse your body out. Like, your body, your kidney, if you drink plenty of water, you eat fresh fruits and vegetables, you stay away from fatty foods and, simple sugars and, foods that are not dense in calories, foods that have very little calories in it, you're just overworking your kidney, right? But if you eat health, for the most part, have a clean diet, then your kidney will do the purging for you, right? One smoothie, drinking 10-day, smoothie challenge, that's not going to cleanse your body from a 30-year of eating junk. Like, it just does not work like that, right? Like, don't get me wrong. If you want to do a 10-day smoothie challenge, do a 10-day smoothie challenge. Maybe replace it with a meal or something like that, but don't just say, oh, I'm going to starve myself for 10 days. I'm going to drink this and it's going to purge my body and clean out all the junk in my body. How do you know that? Like, what doctor ever told you that I'm talking about real doctor who are scientists, ever told you that you go drink anything for 10 days and starve yourself, that you're going to repair your kidney? No. You find a balance, the way that you can incorporate those healthy smoothies or those juices into your diet on a regular basis, that's going to help keep that kidney healthy. Because that kidney don't stop working after that 10-day challenge. It's still going. And that kidney did not get unhealthy, from just a 10-day of eating bad. It's over years of eating bad when you get kidney disease. You didn't get obese overnight, right? So you may lose a little weight if you put yourself on one of those, but most times it's water weight. We don't lose fat in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 days. It just does not work like that. I think the average and healthy way to do it is like a pound a week, right? So we're not going to lose weight by doing real fat. We're not going to lose, because you step on the scale after 10-day cleanse and you might lose some weight. But again, it's water weight. Fat does not come off that way. You have to put some good work in, get some hard work in, get the heart rate going, burn some calories, get some sweat through your breathing, and the foods that you eat, right? That's going to help you lose that weight. Like, it just doesn't happen overnight. And a cleanse is not going to do it. And there's no such thing as a cleanse, right? Like, the foods that you eat help your organs do the cleansing for you, like the kidney. It's going to purge the blood for you, and it does it on a regular basis. It works. Even when you're sleeping, you guys, your body, your heart is working, your liver's working, your kidneys working, your organs are working for you. And your kidneys taking out the waste out of your blood when you go to the bathroom and pee. So you drink a lot of water, which I try to drink a lot of water. Let me take a sip right here, right now. But drink a lot of water. Your body loves that, right? We're made up of water. Your kidney needs that to help purge and flush it out, and your kidney remove waste from your body. And when you go to the bathroom and you pee, sometimes you may tell that your kidney may not be functioning properly. You may look at your pee, and if it's not, your pee needs to be, for some of you, this may be TMI, but your pee need to be lightish yellowish. Not like clear like water. Mine is sometimes, but for several reasons, I just choose to drink a lot of water, which I'll talk about in another conversation. But you drink that water, and your pee should like light. But if your pee is like dark yellow, like you see that Barrett Fitness over in the comments field, where it's that dark yellow, like your pee should not look like that. And if it is like that consistently, you may want to go check your kidneys and make sure that they're functioning properly. But, drinking water is another way to help you lose weight. Not only is good for the kidney and help, cleans your blood out or whatever. I know for me, and some people may not recommend this, when I am eating, I actually try to drink water with my food. And, if that's probably one way of putting yourself on a diet that's healthy, right? Because you're going to get full. And you're going to find that you don't want to eat as much. And if you try to drink a lot of water throughout the day, I'm not telling you to skip meals, because you don't want to skip meals. Skipping meals is not healthy for you, and you start skipping meals, and your brain get used to that, and your body starts storing, fat, because it's thinking, oh shit, I may not have a meal for, some of the most unhealthy people I know, you guys, are skinny people. I'm telling you that. I know them. I've worked with them. Slim doesn't necessarily mean that, hey, Shea Butter, how are you, lovely lady? Slim and skinny does not mean that you are healthy, right? So we focus on the scale a little bit too much. Like, okay, I guess I get it. Like I said in the beginning, you fluctuate 5-6 pounds here or there, whatever. You fluctuate 5-6 pounds every week, then you probably have a big problem. But try not to focus so much on the scale, and focus on how you feel. Number one, do you feel like you have a lot of energy, right? And if you don't, then you know where we get energy from? Anyone can tell me where we get energy from? You guys should know where we get energy from. Someone please tell me, where do we get energy from? So if you find yourself don't have a lot of energy, then you may have to change the way that you eat, because you get energy from the food that you eat. You don't get energy, and I did a podcast video on this. You don't get energy from popping vitamin pills, because you have to eat food to extract the energy from whatever vitamins that you think you're taking. Popping vitamins alone does not give you energy. Energy comes from the food that you eat. Energy comes from calories. Exactly. And calories are food. Exactly. And that's what it is. So first of all, you need that energy to go work out, so you need food. Do you guys know that we burn calories even when you are sleeping? Even when you are sleeping, your body is burning calories. The kidneys that you hear me stressing and talking about so much, it needs energy to work. Your heart beating, pumping blood all over your body. You need energy to do that. To even go to the bathroom and pee, to go poop. Like, you need calories to do that. Yeah, we get energy from calories. We get calories from the food that we eat, right? So you don't want to starve yourself. You want to have small portions, small meals throughout the day. Do not starve yourself, you guys. That's just, your brain is going to be telling your body at some point to store the fat, or store food, and then, or fat, whatever, because it's skipping these meals. Like, you want to, how you boost your metabolic rate? That's another question. Does anyone know how we boost our metabolic rate? It's just, again, it's all about food. It's all about, not all, but majority about food, you guys. Like, I eat at least 5 times a day, you guys, at least 5 times a day. And, again, I'm not sitting here saying, oh, I'm at a perfect weight, or my body's perfectly toned. I'm not perfectly nothing at all, you guys. I'm not perfect. What are you guilty of? Too Fat, Too Furious. What are you guys guilty of? I'm not sitting here saying I'm perfect at anything at all. But, I've managed to stay at a decent body weight. And, as I get older, I feel good. I don't feel like, I'm drained in the middle of the day. And if that happens, I'm going to eat foods that are going to give me the type of energy that I'm looking for, right? I'm going to eat like your fresh fruits and vegetables. That's where, you're going to that, afternoon after you had lunch, you guys, and you just, maybe an hour or so later, you just feel like blah, and, you just don't have the energy to continue with, work, or, you just want to go. Eat an apple, eat a banana, eat an orange, eat a handful of grapes, go make you a smoothie. Those are the places you're going to get your energy from. And you guys, I'm not here sitting and saying that we can't have the indulgences. We can't sit and say we can't have the indulgences. It's okay to treat yourself. I do. When I feel for, what I don't do, you guys, I don't keep junk food in my house. I don't do that. I don't do that. If I go and buy something like, what I'll have is those little, I don't know how to call it, like these little pops on a stick, and it's like chocolate, whatever. I don't even know what to call it. Little pops on a stick, and it has like, I don't know, ice cream, and it's covered with maybe chocolate or something like that. And I feel for that. Like, I'm going to been unable to come in from the shower, but wow, you were dropping. Thank you, Jessica. And I buy those. I'm not going to buy a pack that has 10 in it. I'm going to buy whatever the smallest quantity is. And usually it's like four, that's in a pack. And, I'll eat one, and, I may not eat another one for another 3 weeks, 2 weeks, or, something like that. But one of the first ways to kind of take the temptation away from us, you guys, is to not keep the junk food in the house. It's maybe a trick, a mind game, or whatever you want to call it, but just don't keep junk food in the house. And this goes for your children as well. Childhood obesity, you guys, I think it's like 30%. I think 30% of our children 18 and under, or 19 and under, are obese. Almost 40% of all Americans fall into that obesity category, you guys. Almost 40%. And that rate is just going up, every year. And it's causing so much strain on our healthcare when, we have the worst healthcare probably in the world. I don't know who have a worse healthcare than we do. If you don't do that work, you won't get the results. Exactly. Like, yeah, right? You have to put work in, and you can't think, you can't just set your goal and say, oh, I just want to lose 50 pounds. You have to say, I want to lose 50 pounds, and I'm going to work my butt to lose that 50 pounds. And I'm going to continue to work my butt to keep that 50 pounds off. Because if you've had it before, you can totally have it again. It is just what it is. If you've gained weight before, you can actually gain weight again. So don't just make your goal to lose this weight and that's it. Make your goal like, what? I want to feel better about myself. I want to have energy. I want to sleep well at nighttime. I want to have a good state of mind. I want to find something stress relief. I'm guilty, you guys. And any one of you who are, please, if you will give me a hand up and say, I am guilty of not being able to handle stress, because I don't handle stress well. Again, if y'all find these fitness people out there who everything is all perfect and hunky-dory in their life, this girl right here, I don't deal with stress. I just don't like stress. I don't handle it very well. I get upset easily. I take things personally. Jessica said, girl, yes, I have changed my diet to help my kids especially. Oh my God, Jessica, oh my God. So we're going to talk about that. We'll talk about stress. But really, if you guys don't handle stress well, just give me a high five right here, because I just don't. And because of that, I try to live my life in a way where I do not surround myself with people that are going to stress me out. Because what do we do when we stress, especially ladies? What do we do when in Too Fat to Furious? You guys, I've seen your videos, right? You stress, you're going to want to reach for a bag of chips. You're going to want to reach for some ice cream. We've all been there. So, these are the things that we need to try to focus on, not so much on the scale and not so much on our weight. Just try to focus on saying, you know what, these people are stressing me out, and I don't handle stress well either. Exactly. And that's my point. Like, I knew I can't be the only person. But if you have people in your life who are stressing you out, you're not going to feel good. You're not going to have energy, because your energy is go into dealing with them. You're not going to sleep well at night because you're going to be up thinking about that stress. And then you're not going to eat well because you're going to want to eat junk food to soothe you when you get into this emotional state, right? So we just focusing on the scale alone is like such a small portion of what we should be doing to lose weight. If you sleep well, you go to bed at a decent time at nighttime, you're going to sleep for 8 hours. That's 8 hours of not eating. That's your intermittent fasting, and I'm not knocking anyone who may do that. Again, no, I can't deal with stress either. Exactly, girl. Like, I don't know if there's anyone who can deal with stress, but stress, it actually, it induces the hormone in your body that's going to make you, especially women, around our waistline, right? You heard about the hormone cortisol? Like, I didn't make this up. Cortisol comes on in your body from stress, and that's going to make you want to gain a lot of weight, right? Our bodies are hormones. Our bodies are managed by the hormones. And you arise not just like a prick. Hey there, Hugo. We can't look and say, oh my God. Sometimes I don't even know that I'm stressed, right? But I just have to like, why did I not sleep well last night? Oh shit, yeah, this thing happened at work or this thing happened over here. And that's probably why I didn't rest well. And I got to figure out what am I going to do to help me, rest well. You start getting headaches. You just don't have energy, things like that. Majority of that, guys, is the food that we put into our mouth, the people that we surround ourselves with, and our lifestyle. So, if all these things are happening and all you're focusing on is either just going to the gym and working out, then you're probably going to have some, even with mood, there are minerals in our body like magnesium. Magnesium help to balance out mood. Magnesium, if there's anyone on here who get headaches, again, I am one of those fitness people that will tell you my struggles. I get migraines. Every woman in my family have a migraine. My mom struggles with it. My sister struggles with it. My aunties struggle with it. Every woman I know in my family struggle with migraines. And it's just something that we struggle with, right? Like we all have struggles. So when you're following again, and I keep saying this because the topic is how to find motivation to lose weight, find people who are real. Find people who you guys can relate to. And you may not be able to relate to me because I've always been an athlete, but I have real struggles, you guys. I struggle with headaches. I struggle with iron deficiency. I am iron deficiency. I have iron deficiency anemia, and I have to take iron pills. And for those of you guys who follow me, you will probably know I hate taking supplements, but it's just one of those things in my life, and I'm going to be real with you guys. I was struggling with vitamin D deficiency, and I'm not quite sure, exactly what it was that brought it on because I eat the foods that are high, but it could have been anything, right? But I went to the doctor, did my annual, and then I realized that, oh my God, you have vitamin D deficiency. Eliminating anyone who stressed me out was removed, and I became happier in many other ways. I want to be able to focus on the important things. Yes, 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 Jessica. Jessica, you're amazing. Like you just rock the shit out of it, man. Yeah, we need to go. But thank you to Fat to Fierce. Thank you guys so much for joining. I totally, totally appreciate it. Don't remember to leave that little thumbs up and leave a comment, and I would greatly appreciate it. Yeah, so just eliminating that stress, that alone. Because especially in your case, Jessica, you said you made those changes not just for yourself, but for your children. You're removing stress in your life is going to give you more energy and more opportunity to deal with those children, the way that give your children the attention that they duly need, right? So, for me, I don't have children. I don't have a husband. I'm not married. But, I still have, for my own sanity, because I know how horrible I am with dealing with stress, I have to just make sure I live my life in a way that I don't care who it is. I don't care who you are. If you're going to bring stress in my life, I will give you opportunities to be in my life. But if I find that you just continue to bring that stress in my life, then no, I'm sorry. Like, yes, you will be a way happier person, a happier mom, and you may miss whoever it is that you're removing out of your life, for a little bit. But after a while, you're going to realize I'm sleeping well. I have more energy. My kids are happier. I have more time to spend with my kids. I have more energy to deal with my kids and give them the attention. Life is going to go on, right? Like life will go on. Your cortisol hormone is not going to be through the roof. That's going to cause you to, to gain weight. And you said earlier, Jessica, that you do it for your children. It starts with the kids, you all. Because if you start to instill those habits in them at an early stage, like you guys, I'm so proud of my sister. And, one day I'll have to do a video with her and I and my niece, Olivia, who is 5 years old. I mean, this little girl, like my sister, I'm so proud of her. Like, she has this thing where she eats peppers, and not hot peppers, but bell peppers. And I'm sure at some point in my life, either my sister or, Olivia's dad told her that peppers give her big muscles. And I was at their home, I was cooking, and Olivia, she just came and eat the bell peppers, red, green, orange, whatever. And she don't even like it cooked. She liked it raw because at some point in her early years, and she was like 4 years old at this point, in her early years, someone told her bell pepper is good for you. Bell pepper make you strong, and she just loves them. She loves her broccolis. She loves her green vegetables. She eat couscous. She loves, salmon and healthy foods like that. And she's a kid, so of course she's going to like a snack here or there. My sister just tried to balances it out. Sometimes I'll be on the phone with her and I hear her say, "Oh, I need a snack, mom." And her mom is telling her, "Go get some grapes. Go get an apple. Go get some blueberries." And there are times when she's like, "Okay, you can have some chips." Or, my niece, well, she walk around with a bottle of water. We talk about water and drinking water. She walk around with her bottle of water. That's what she drinks. Excuse me. That's what she drinks. So when you raise the kids at an early age to have a healthy relationship with food, don't use food as a punishment. They already have way better start than I did. Exactly. Because a lot of us weren't raised like that. Our parents may not be, as knowledgeable. And depending on how old you are, we didn't have like YouTube and, Instagram posting these healthy stuff and all this, healthy education starts young. Exactly. Have all this stuff. Our parents didn't have all these resources to teach us about healthy lifestyle and healthy living, so, we have to educate ourselves and we have to have these healthy conversations, with each other, to just share information and share our life experiences and be real about it, you guys. You know what I mean? And I think, Shea Butter, you did a video that I watched and thinking you were struggling with, like getting off of your diet or something like that. I can't remember exactly, but I remember watching that video and you were just talking about your struggles and not having a good week. And I think you may have been like, overeating a little bit, or it happens, you guys. But the first step of when you can be real about it and you can share it with others, and say, this is what's going on in my life. And you may find someone out there who's going to give you that motivation and that encouragement. It's okay. It is going to happen. I am a nutrition specialist and it happens to me too, you guys. Like there are days and, that I'm like, did I just eat that? A lot of the times my body will tell me, because when I eat it, I feel like shit afterwards. She's going to be a phenomenal job setting her daughter up for success. Exactly, Kenneth. Totally, totally, totally. I mean, like I'm just so proud of my sister. Like I have to do a live video with her. She's going to come visit me at some point and, I have to do a live video and, just with her and my niece and just talk about, some of the things that she did to get Olivia at that stage to where, she's wanting to eat her fresh fruits and vegetables. I've been on the phone with my niece and I know we're all over here with conversation, and she's 5 years old. You guys, just turned 5 in April. She said to me, "Auntie, what are we going to talk about today?" And I'm like, "I don't know, Olivia." And she said to me, "Let's talk about healthy foods." So I said to her, "Ooh, ice cream." She's like, "That's not a healthy food." So I'm like, "What is a healthy food?" "Apples and bananas and oranges." And I'll say something like dragon. And I said, "Oh yeah, and dragon fruit." And then she would say to me, "What's dragon fruit?" And then I explained it to her. The next time we have a conversation, she said to me, "Auntie, did you have some dragon fruit today?" And I mean, to me, it's those, like, I live for those moments. I live for those moments when I have my 5-year-old niece that's saying to me, "Let's talk about healthy foods." Right? And I'm like, "Oh, what about candy?" And she's like, "Candy is not a healthy food." And I'm like, "Why?" She's like, "Oh, it make your teeth go bad." And I'm like, "Oh my God, bless you, my child." Like, I just hope that she continue to, be that way. And, with me, you hear them say, for those of you guys who have children who say it takes a village to raise a child, it does take a village, because I don't think my sister alone can do it, like as an aunt, it's part my job to make sure that both my nieces and my nephew, that, I am giving them the knowledge that I have and make sure that they understand that it's all about balance. You can have ice cream, you can have some chips, you can have dessert, but you're going to drink your water and you're going to eat your fruits and your vegetables. And that's going to be majority of the makeup, dropping those seeds, dropping seeds, right, Jessica? Um, that's in her. Yeah, that's right. You're putting it in her at an early age because, again, some of us just didn't have the luxuries. I know my parents, didn't have the resources to, say Auntie of the Year. That's what I always say, that, Kenneth. I always say I'm Auntie of the Year. I try to believe that or whatever. But it starts early. When our parents didn't have that luxury and the resources to teach us these things, even if it's just YouTube, you guys, like, go find and follow someone who's going to give you the truth, who's going to be honest with you, who's going to share their struggles with you. I struggle with running. I'm going to always struggle with running, but I'm still going to get my ass up and go run. I struggle with iron deficiency anemia, and I'm going to always have iron deficiency anemia. And I hate taking supplements, but I'm going to have to take an iron pill every freaking day, probably for the rest of my life, for more than one reasons, right? And it is what it is. Like, as much as I hate it, I'm not going to sit and complain about it. I just got to do it, So as we think about weight loss and how to get the motivation, to lose weight, there are a couple of things I can tell you guys. Don't beat up yourself. I did a little short video when, I was saying, like, a lot of people who struggle with weight loss pretty much their whole life, and that's okay. But just keep going. Don't give up. You go down and you're gonna lose 5 pounds, and then, oh shit, you turn around and you gain 10 pounds. Keep at it, you guys. Because if you lost that 5 pounds, you can lose that 10 pounds, right? And if you lose 10 pounds one time, you can lose 10 pounds again. So don't give up on yourself, and don't say, oh, well, it's too late, or, oh, well, I'm like 30 pounds, 50 pounds overweight. How am I going to get it off? Just keep pushing, you guys. Just keep pushing. Keep doing what you know is the right thing to do. And on those days when you have a whole day where you just ate bad, don't beat up yourself. Like, I'm not going to sit here and say, hey, Dapa Essential, long time. Don't sit here and say, oh my God, I sat around all day and I ate. It's okay. Just shake it off. Shake it off and get back into it, Like, it is, you have a week where you don't work out. Okay, you don't work out for a whole week. So what? Get your ass up and move and get back into it. Slowly get back into it, and find someone that can be real with you, that can be honest, that can share their struggles. Like, I just always say, man, just stay away from the people who just can't. Everything looks so peachy. If the popping of one pill to lose weight, you all know that shit ain't smart. You all know you did not pop no one pill to gain this weight, and you gain this weight by having a sedentary lifestyle and by not eating properly and not having a balanced diet and making it a lifestyle. So why do you think popping one pill is going to make you lose weight, and that's going to be something healthy for you? And if you choose to go that route, find someone who is a dietitian, someone who's in that field, who can guide you in the right direction of what program you may need to get on to lose that weight. But just don't believe all this quick hype. Words of wisdom, peeps. I know, right? Like, no shortcuts, man. Like, you did not shortcut to weight gain. I love that, Erwin. You did not shortcut to lose weight, to gain the weight. So why the hell you think you're going to shortcut to lose the weight? It's going to take time. It's going to take time, you guys. It's not going to happen overnight. And maybe you just have like a month where you just hide the damn scale. Just hide the scale. And to me, I think if you hide the scale, that will probably be motivation to want to do the right thing, because you're maybe just be in the back of your head or whatever. And don't get me wrong, I'm being real with you guys. I love the damn scale. I get on that scale. I get on the scale every day. And, but I don't really have a weight issue per se. It's just one of those things, like, but if you're struggling with just take a little bit of time and not focus on it so much, and just chop at it. Just keep moving. Just keep going. Do the things that you know is right. Say, you know what? If I have a little break in my workout, it's fine. You know what? If I have some chips today, it's fine. But when you find yourself just doing that over and repeatedly, it starts up here. It starts with having just a good mindset of saying, you know what? it's for the rest of my life. You know what? I'm 50, 60 years old. It's not too late. You can start somewhere. It's okay. I know 50, 60-year-old. I have a 64-year-old client, 65, 66 probably now. She's retired, who she reached out to me a couple years ago. She was 60, whatever, right? And she didn't give up on herself. She like, I wanted a personal trainer. My doctor tell me I need to do this. She's never ran a day in her life. I got her to run a 5K. She never ran a day in her life at 60 something years old. She had osteoporosis where she had to take shots every day. She had to inject herself and give herself a shot, right? We move 2-3 days a week and got down to where, okay, she only have to take a shot maybe once a year now, right? Like, these are the things. And I worked with her for like 3 years. It didn't happen overnight, right? These are the things that it's never too late. It doesn't matter how overweight you are. It doesn't matter how old you are. It's never too late just to get in and get started somewhere, and stop beating up yourself when you muck up. When you mess up, it's okay. It's all right. Like, we all have that one person, that we can call, and if you don't have that one person that you can call to get that inspiration, reach out to me. I'm telling you, I am here. I can show you guys some conversation I've had with people, mainly on Instagram, with just reaching out for advice. I mean, I am a nutrition specialist, and I do have a program that I'll put my clients on. And, but if somebody asks me, like, what do you think about this? I had a young lady ask me, she's like, I'm about to do a smoothie cleanse for like 10 days. And I'm like, I just don't think that's the way to go. What are you eating? What's your diet? What does your diet look like? Why don't you just focus on kind of cleaning up your diet right now? When you open your fridge, what do you see in it? Maybe just clean that out a little bit, right? Like, you don't have to do these drastic things and take, these quick fixes or whatever. Just slow, gradual. And again, you all know, if it sounds too right, true, it may not be true. This client that I'm telling you about, that's, over 60 something years old, she doesn't have a weight issue, right? She's not overweight, right? There may be a fat issue, body fat percent, but, getting someone at 60 who's never ran to literally, I think it's an American Heart Association, and it was her idea. Because I keep saying to her, oh, we're going to run a 5K or whatever. She's like, oh, no. And then one day she was like, oh, my coworker told me about this 5K, and you think we should do it? And I'm like, what in the world? You want to run a 5K? And we actually literally went out there and did it. I had to push her through it, but she did it. And I felt so proud of her. She felt so proud of herself. But the point is, it's never too late, you guys. It's never, ever, ever, ever too late. As long as you're alive and as long as you're breathing, you can totally, make it happen. The key is just educating yourself. Spend some time to, listen to people who have, the science-based evidence, the educated, information for you, and not just what, though we think you should, we think you should do this, or we think this may be a good idea, or, whatever. Educating yourself is going to be key, and you have to have willpower, right? Like, that's something I can't give you. Anyone who's motivating you can't give you willpower. I can't give you that. But I can come on here and I tell you every day, get your ass up and move, Jessica. Get your ass up and move, Kenneth. And maybe one day it will stick, or post my smoothies and you guys like, oh, I didn't think about that. You know how many people on this video I posted? If you guys haven't checked it out, one of the short videos, I think it's the creamy mango smoothie, where I put, I think it's 3 ingredients: mango, dragon fruit, you guys tell me what else, and coconut milk that I made from homemade coconut milk. And a lot of people are like, oh, I've never heard of, dragon fruit or whatever. But for me, that's just me giving you just another idea as how you can make a healthy smoothie. Healthy smoothies are a way to get your nutrients, and it can help with weight loss as well. I typically don't recommend like having a smoothie to replace a meal. But if you're going through a weight loss journey and you're trying to like just lose weight, maybe you can use it to replace a meal. So maybe if you say, you'll have it for breakfast or something like that. But if you do decide to do that, again, I don't really recommend this for my clients, but if you're, morbidly overweight, and water, yes, totally. Yes, that's what it was. Yeah. So it was the mango, water, homemade coconut milk, and the dragon fruit. And it just, hopefully give you an idea as to how to make, a healthy smoothie or whatever. But I know I'm not going to sit around and eat a mango, eat a dragon fruit, drink some homemade coconut milk, and I'll, do all of that together. So I chop it all up together and I put it in my blender and I make a healthy smoothie. And that's, for me, it's just giving you, another thing to think about. When I share these videos, is for me, it's me giving someone, I didn't think about that. Maybe it's educational, right? Because these are the things that I study. These are the researches that I've done. These are the things that I've not only tried on myself and it works, that I've used on my clients and it works as well. For weight loss, the same client I'm talking about, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, all these things. And just getting out and moving 3 days a week and making the changes to your diet. I put her on that smoothie, and she usually have the smoothie for breakfast, and then she have a snack in between, a handful of nuts or something like that. Then she have a healthy lunch. Then she have another snack in between, whatever that may be, And as I talk about snacks and the children, you guys, we need to make sure children understand that fruits are snacks. Because a lot of kids, when they think about fruits, I don't know, it's just something that just came to my thought. See you later, Jessica. Perfect agreement. Did you run yet, Jessica, before you go? Have you ran yet? Or are you going to get your run done? Fruits are not, yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for joining. I've been on here for an hour now, so I'm going to be hopping off in a little bit. But thank you so much, Shea Butter. I appreciate it. And appreciate all the support, you and Jessica, and all you guys that are on here. You guys have been very, very supportive, and I totally appreciate it. Let's continue to grow and support each other. But we need to tell the kids that that fruits are snacks. Like celery sticks can be a snack. Like, all the, when kids think about snack, they should not only think about junk food, like, candy and chips and, stuff like that. Those are snacks as well. They're just unhealthy snacks. But, that's just one thing to think about. But, smoothies, like, again, it's just one way that I think a lot of people can lose weight, and you can lower your cholesterol, lower your blood pressure, lower your blood sugar, help to rebuild your kidney so it can function properly. And just fresh fruits, vegetables, seeds, and water. If you're going to put something like milk, I recommend, if you're using it as a meal replacement, that's when I recommend adding something like almond milks. Try to stay away from the dairy stuff that's high in fat and cholesterol and, so forth. But, try to just water your fresh fruits and vegetables, your nuts and your seeds. But if you're going to replace it with a meal, like for breakfast, you want it to have a little bit more oomph to it. So maybe add almond milk or pea milk or oat milk. I make my own almond milk at home, and it's very easy. I have a video that I'm putting together to actually post and show you how I make the almond milk and the coconut milk. Coconut milk is actually great, healthy fats that our body need. So, you guys, just this stop beat up yourselves. Number one, try to follow the ambassadors and, these people who are inspirational people. If I fall into that category, hopefully that I'm real with you guys, and, people who can tell you their struggles as well, and don't make it always look like everything is all perfect, everything is hunky-dory, all is well in the world, all my exercises are so great, I've never made a mistake in any of my exercises, I never muck up. We all do. And I think people can really see through all the fakeness. Like, we give so much praise to some of these celebrities and think that they're God. They're just human beings like the rest of us. A lot of them don't show us the struggles that they go through. And you see a celebrity that's, losing all this weight and they're doing something special or whatever. They have a chef that's cooking for them. and they have a personal trainer who's probably on call 7 days a week, right? And they have a nutritionist and a dietitian, and their doctor is on call, or they're just popping a pill to lose weight or whatever. Not saying not to follow these people, but they're not people that I can relate to, so, find people that you can relate to, people who understand your struggles, people, not saying if you're weight loss, like you have to follow somebody who is on weight loss. No, follow people that are passionate about it. Like there's a lot of subjects I can talk about a lot of countries that I've never been to. So somebody will say to me like, why don't you like whatever country it is? Or I'll say, oh, I love, I don't know, whatever country. They'll pick a random country. Oh, I love Mexico. Like, how do you know? Have you been? No. I've read about it, I've studied it, and I meet people who are from there, and it's just a great place. Like, you don't have to have experienced something to be not Thailand. Yes, Thailand is a good one. So like, oh, I love Thailand. I do. Like, Thailand is probably my favorite Asian country. And I can tell you stuff about Thailand and their food and their culture and so forth, but I've never been there. I've never been there. So that doesn't mean because I have never struggled with weight that I can't tell you about weight loss, right? Or that doesn't mean because, whatever, I'm not a runner, I can't tell you how, the proper techniques to run, or, whatever. Like, all you have to do is educate yourself. The information is out there as it is for me, as it is, for you as well, so find people who real people who you can say, you know what, that's a cool dude right there, or that's a cool chick right there, and she has struggled with this too, and you put it out there. Sometimes I post my videos and I'm posting the bloopers. A lot of times I'm going to post, the proper way to do it and the video that's perfect or whatever. I'm not going to lie and say I don't do that. But sometimes I'm going to put it out there. When I was struggling with my vitamin D deficiency, for whoever followed me on Instagram, I put that out there, and I still maybe, I'm going to go to the doctor next month, and I'll let you guys know if my vitamin D is up where it's supposed to be. These are my struggles. I struggle with migraine. I struggle with vitamin D deficiency, which is very new and very weird to me. I'm still trying to figure that one out, but hey, that's what the blood says. And iron deficiency in anemia. Those are my struggles. And I'm going to always struggle with, those things. But I am going to spend the rest of my life making sure that I get my iron, I get my vitamin D, and then I try to relieve stress in my life and sleep well and eat well to prevent the migraines as best as they can. And, when it happens, I can't beat up myself. I get a headache and I know it's because there's stress at work, which this week at work is going to be a beast. It's Memorial Day weekend, and KG, I'm sure you're prepared for it. Like, the hotel business in Atlanta on holiday weekends, man, like all y'all come from Tennessee and Kentucky and Alabama. Y'all just rolled up into Atlanta, and us poor hotel people, we're going to have to deal with it. It's a stress that I'm going to have to deal with, and, I try my best to deal with it. And if I get a headache and I work with it. I'm not going to freak out, If I'm so busy at work to where I have to have a meal that's not perfect, I ain't going to beat myself up, Don't get me wrong. Like, it's going to be in the back of my head and I'm going to think about it. But, I'm just not going to beat myself up because it happens. It is a part of life. It's none of us are perfect, and none of us, all of us are prone to having these real life issues, so just take it easy on yourself, you guys. That's where it starts with, and hide the scale a little bit. If we're focusing on weight loss right here, just hide the scale a little bit, maybe don't focus on it so much, and think to yourself, do I have more energy? I'm telling you guys, for those of you who don't do the smoothie, try smoothie. Do a smoothie, for like a healthy smoothie, or watch any of my videos. Check me out on Instagram. There's Barrett Nutrition on Instagram. That's where I post most of or almost all my smoothies that I post. Go there. It's Barrett Nutrition. So go check it out and just look at, those smoothies that I make. And it doesn't matter how my smoothie tastes. Again, I'm not going to sit here and tell you all that, oh, this tastes so great. Sometimes it tastes like crap. But I drink it because I know, you put kale and lemon and ginger and moringa in a smoothie, that shit ain't going to taste good. I'm just saying. It's, again, me being real. It's not going to taste good. And I will say, This is not for the faint of heart, but I look at my smoothies like my medicine, and a lot of my food, not all of my food. Again, I'm not going to sit here and say everything I eat is going to be my medicine. No, some things I eat is going to be for my taste buds. Some things I eat is going to be for my belly. Some things I eat is going to be like comfort food, you know. But when I drink my smoothies are usually in my head. I'm looking at my smoothies like my medicine. Because again, if kale, moringa, turmeric, spinach, flaxseed, chia seeds, pumpkin seeds, throw some almonds in it, throw some water in it, and you blend all that crap up, you don't can imagine how many nutrients you're getting from that. And if you are struggling with, weight loss like that, you replace that with one of your meals, and it will help you, you guys. It will help you not just to lose the weight, but it will help to give you energy in the mornings when you get up. Your skin, like, it's tomorrow I can get up and my skin just breaks out or whatever the case is, right? But I just think my diet and eating these stuff, but I don't drink a smoothie every single day. There's sometimes that I miss it. So I've gone a week without. So when I'm on vacation, I don't bring my NutriBullet with me, so I'm not making smoothies then, right? But I make it most days of the week. And when I do not, okay, yeah, I'm like, oh my God, I need a smoothie, whatever the case is. But, I just attribute all these things. Like, don't stress the scale so much. Your nails, you think of like your health. I cut my nails maybe like 2 weeks ago. My hair is like really thick, right? And I put very little stuff in my hair. It's more like something to kind of moisten it, like conditioner. I don't put a lot of chemicals in my hair. I don't wear a lot of makeup. Sometimes I put a little foundation on and some lip gloss, right? And I just started a skincare regimen working with this company, and I totally love their products. It's organic and it's made from argan oil. And, I just started, using that. So prior to that, it's not a lot of stuff that I put on my skin. I use just soap to bathe with. I don't go buy all this fancy stuff out there. I find one bath soap that actually a client of mine told me about, and it's made from vegetables. And I'll put it in. I'll find the link and put it in the link, and so you guys can check it out. That's what I use, and I think it's Lubriderm or something like that, skin moisturizer that I use. So you have to give your body the nutrients from within, right? Because what my skin, it's not what I put on it for sure. Because I think it's Lubriderm. I don't know what it's called. The soap, the lotion, but it's just a regular lotion that I buy, and I've been using it for years, and I use the same soap, and not a lot of chemicals in my hair. My hair is like really thick, and not a lot of makeup on my face, and I don't put any drops on my nails so for them to grow or whatever. And I think it's what I put on the inside of my body. That doesn't mean I'm not gonna get sick tomorrow. That doesn't mean a patch of my hair won't fall out one day. But for right now, I'm just doing the things that's going to give my body a fighting chance to be healthy for as long as I possibly can. Because as I get older, all of us, as we get older, stuff is going to slow down. Your muscle mass is going to start breaking down. And for my ladies, you're going to need to start adding resistance or upping your resistance, training. But it's what you put on the insides. You get your healthy protein that's going to help build your muscles by the foods that you eat, and not necessarily, the meat. Your beans, that's where a lot of your protein, stuff like quinoa and couscous and bulgur, stuff like that, that if you don't know about it, Google it, you guys. Those are healthy plant-based protein. Well, we focus so much on protein powders and putting all that stuff in your foods, like, you don't know what it's made from, right? Like, you don't know. If they say there's no government regulation over, like vitamins. Jessica, you and I, or Kenneth, whoever, you and I can go out and bottle up some whatever and call it iron and go sell it. And the government does not govern that stuff, right? So, try to get it from your food. We know kale vitamin K. It's filled with vitamin K. It's filled with iron, magnesium, potassium. You're going to get your healthy carbohydrates, low in calories, low in simple sugars. You're going to get that from most of your vegetables. So eat that. But when you go pop a pill, you don't know what you're getting. You don't know what it is that you're putting in your body. And for me, when I take my iron, first, I always recommend go to a checkup. Go to a checkup every year so you can know what's going on in your body. Because popping vitamin pills, especially a multivitamin, is just a horrible idea. Because you're popping a multivitamin that's packed with vitamins and minerals and stuff that you may not even need. You may not be low in iron, but you're popping iron pill. You're not low in zinc, but you're popping zinc. You're not low in magnesium, and you know what? That stuff is going to put so much work on the kidney to flush that stuff out of your system, because you drinking one green smoothie for 10 days is not going to flush that stuff out of your system, right? Like your kidney is in overdrive trying to process all those crap that you're putting into it when you're already getting it in your diet. So, but if like I know vitamin D is what I need. I know iron is what I need. And what I don't do is just go to the pharmacy and just buy iron. I have my doctor prescribe me iron, and the vitamin D. So I don't just take that stuff, from over the counter. It's just not a good idea, because I can go bottle up whatever, poop in a bottle, case it up in some plastic, in some plastic, and tell you I'm selling you folic acid that's going to help for reproduction. And then your child's going to come out with some birth defect because it's not folic acid, right? So, and your body may be getting something that you already have. So go to your checkup once a year. And then when you find out what it is that you're low in, have your doctor prescribe that for you as a prescription. And for me, taking, my iron, I get it for little to nothing if you have insurance, right? And you know that what you're getting is probably slightly better. Again, I don't know if the FDA can be trusted 100%, but at least there's some governing body over that stuff, and you kind of have an idea what it is that you're putting into your body. But thank you guys so much, so much. We've been at this for a little over an hour now, and it's just a topic that came to me. Like, I'm sure hopefully someone needed to hear this conversation, as we talk about weight loss, because all of us at some point in our life has struggled with losing a little bit of weight, or maybe losing a lot of weight, and staying in shape and staying fit and getting to where we need to be. We've all been there, and don't let anybody tell you that, oh, I have never struggled with, weight and fitness or whatever. I don't care who you are. I've been an athlete my whole life. And there are days when I just do not want to move my ass. There are weeks when I don't want to move my ass, right? And I study nutrition, and there are days when I just don't want to eat right. There are weeks when I don't want to eat right. It happens. But I'm not going to beat up myself, right? And, I am a little bit of a hypocrite, because I'll tell you to hide the scale, but I have a scale right here in my office. But again, I'm just being real with you guys, and I'm just giving you what I think. If you are looking, if you're looking to lose weight and stay in shape, just, focus on how you feel, how you sleep, focus on your energy, your stress levels, and then how your clothes fit. Because your body is toning up, your clothes is going to fit a little bit better, and you may not necessarily be losing weight. So focus on those things first, and then the weight will come after. If you're doing what you're supposed to do, and just don't let weight loss be a stress in your life. Losing weight should not be a stressful task in your life. Losing weight and going on a weight loss journey should be something that you do, that you can say, I want to do this for the rest of my life. And if that's the case, and it's stressful, you're going to be stressed for the rest of your life. Shit, the hell, that's why you can't lose no damn weight. Your realness and honesty is what I remember. Thank you so much. Try to be real, because I just know I can look at somebody and tell when they fake. Not all the time, but especially being in the people industry, dealing with people and having a minor in psychology, like You just know when people are fake. Yeah, right? Like, I'm not going to sit here and tell my whole life story. Some of you may know most of my life story, but I'm not going to sit here and tell my whole life story. But as it relates to this topic, quite so many persons overlook a checkup when in the truth and in fact is a ways to know what's going on in your body, right? Or when, like, how else you going to know? Even if you are a doctor, Erwin, you can't know what's going on in your body unless you do some kind of blood work, because your bloodstream is what's telling you if your cholesterol is too high, if you have too much vitamin D, if you have too much B12, if your vitamin A is low. Like, that's the only way to know it. And so, how are you going to start on a journey to overall health if you don't truly know what's going on in your body? How? I mean, there's just no way. How are you going to truly know what your struggles are and what it is that you need to focus on if you do not know what's going on in your body? I try to let my visits be once a year to the doctor. And again, I am human. So I may have to go twice because, whatever, I just have a headache that just lasts for a week and it won't go away, and I may have to go just check me out, make sure everything is all right, but there's just no way. We have no way of knowing. And even if it's just that one time a year, and I know in the US, like, a lot of people may not have insurance and insurance is an issue or whatever. There's just so many. My doctor that I choose to go to do not accept my insurance. And I get a really good discount because I just say I don't have insurance because he doesn't accept it. Right. Like, and, doctors that will work with you, find a doctor, even if you go to your local health department, I mean, I found out something about myself that I didn't know when I was in college. Poor kid in college. Like, I'm broke and I'm an athlete. I'm even broker because I can't take money from anyone. And you go do blood work, and that's how you find out certain things. Like, use your resources in your neighborhoods, in your community, and a lot of us have health insurance, a lot of us have access to doctors, a lot of us have access to just health care. Utilize that, and when you use it that once a year, it may save you from having to spend money getting on blood pressure medication, high cholesterol medication, all these other medication. Your kidney is failing, it will tell you. Your kidney does not go from working perfectly to, like, oh my God, all of your kidney just failed. It's not kidney failure overnight. It's progressive kidney failure. Heart disease does not, oh, you had a heart attack? Your heart has been telling you, but you just don't know it. Your arteries are clogging. Blood can't flow and go to your brain or wherever in your body it needs to go because you're slowly, clogging it by not drinking water. Just kidding. You're slowly clogging it by having a diet that's high in cholesterol and high in fats and all that stuff. And so if you go check up once a year as these ailments and diseases start to approach, you will know, and that will give you an idea that you need to go get, change your lifestyle a little bit. Diabetes, there is pre-diabetes. You don't just go from not having diabetes to over 6 months or a year, you have diabetes, right? Like, there's a stages pre-diabetes where your doctor can say, you're falling into this category, peta-gay, go ahead and start making some changes in your lifestyle, right? You don't just go from being, a healthy BMI, 20, 21, body mass index or body fat percent and to having a 40. No, that stuff happens progressively. So as you go and, like Erwin say, go get your checkup, get your blood work done, not only do you're low in, the vitamins and the minerals and, how your kidneys are functioning, how your heart is functioning, your doctor can put you on the scale and say, this weight, especially like for us women, we carry this weight in our abdomen and, some of us think it's, cute to have this big old butt or, whatever. And again, some of you may like it, but it's just not the healthy way to go, you guys, like, your body needs to be proportioned to your height. Your weight needs to be proportioned to your height. But the point I'm trying to make is your doctor can tell you, Okay, this is weight is falling into that category of being obese or something like that. And then they can say, this is what you should do about it. That's how I get a lot of my clients. The doctors tell them, you need to find somebody to help you, not be sedentary, and give you some sound nutrition advice. And again, follow the people that are going to give you these sound educated advice. There are personal trainers out there who has no knowledge of what they're doing. They've never picked up a book and studied anything. And they're going to tell you how to lose weight, and they're going to tell you how to properly exercise, and they're going to and these are the people that we put on a pedestal. Right? Again, I ain't perfect and I don't know it all, but my good friend Dapa E Central, he's in school for fitness and nutrition. And these are people that you want to follow, someone who takes the time to educate themselves, not just some celebrity who's online who is saying, oh my God, I can do 500 burpees. Really? But can you teach me, who have never done a burpee, how to properly do a burpee without hurting myself? Oh, you need to, drink this smoothie and add this. And why should I drink that? Do you have any science-based evidence to tell me that throwing this and that and that and that in a smoothie is going to make me healthy? Or someone, I don't want to call any names of any companies. These companies who are selling you these shakes and all this other stuff. Like, guys, I can go on and on and on about this, but we all know what's right. We all know when people are real. We all know when people are fake. And we all really know all the right thing to do. And I know that we all have been in a position where we need a little bit of a push. I have been there, even though I've been an athlete my whole life. I have been there, but I know that there are times when I need somebody just to give me just a little bit of push to either get my ass up and move, or remind me of, you know what? It's going to be okay, girl. It's going to be all right. That's what I'm here to tell you guys. It's going to be okay. Just don't give up on yourself. Whatever you do, don't stop. Don't stop pushing. Don't stop trying. Don't stop moving. Don't give up on yourself. Give yourself a fighting chance to lose weight. Give yourself a fighting chance to stay healthy. Give yourself a fighting chance for your body to function properly. Give yourself a fighting chance to have healthy skin, healthy hair, healthy nails. Give yourself a fighting chance. And you got to go. Thank you so much, KG. I appreciate it. I have to go to you guys. It's been real having this conversation with you guys, and it's coming like straight from my heart. It's not scripted or anything like that. Don't get me wrong. I sometimes do scripted. Usually it's my podcast though, but I spend my time to educate myself so I can give you guys this information, and I appreciate it. Appreciate all of you who, I think I said bye like 10 times, but it's been an hour and a half and I'm hungry. I've just been drinking water. I haven't had lunch yet, so I'm going to try to find food. And I thank and appreciate all you guys who support me on YouTube and subscribe to my channel. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. For those of you guys who are on here in the fitness and nutrition, follow each other. Let's stay connected. I'm on YouTube. Of course, you guys know that I am on YouTube now. Instagram, it's Barrett Fitness. Or I also have a Barrett Nutrition Instagram page as well. If you want to check out the smoothies, Barrett Nutrition. Want to check out the workout and the exercises and all that good stuff, it's Barrett Fitness. And I'm happy that I'm actually ambassador for this company. It's called Frey Skincare, and the link is in the description below if you guys are interested in organic, healthy, natural, one of the cleanest skincare products out there. You guys, go check it out. Click the link. They're running a 40% discount right now. And with my link, you'll get an additional 10%, and, buy something for yourself and try it. And if it doesn't work, you can send it back. It's 100% money back guarantee. And I would not put myself out there for this product. I've been using it for about a month now, and I just love what it's doing to my skin. I love how my skin feels. I love the fact that it's natural, and I can, put myself out there and say, hey, you guys go, try it too. Anything that I ever talk about, my NutriBullet, my OE, these are all stuff that I've tried. My clients have tried. I improved myself. I will never say, oh, go try this or that or whatever, if I've never tried it myself and I don't know how it works, especially if it's something you're going to put in your mouth or on your skin. I'm just saying. And even workout equipment, like I don't recommend anything before I try it. So, if you're looking for a graduation gift or something for a young lady or somebody in your life, go try Frey. Again, it's in the comment section. Send a nice gift to a young lady. They'll probably love it. And they're again, it's a money back guarantee. So thank you guys so much. Thank you all so much for tuning in, checking me out. I appreciate you guys. Every Monday at 1 p.m. I am going live as long as I don't have to work. I almost had to work today. But I didn't have to work tonight, actually, which is weird. But yeah. So thank you guys. I appreciate you all. I appreciate all you guys tuning in, checking out my channel, and I'll holler at y'all next time. Until next time, you guys, get your ass up and move, y'all.